We're going to listen to this while everybody jumps on. Today's morning coffee. Clap along if you feel happy. I don't have the rights to this, but I've been listening to it. So I figure everybody else needs to hear it. I'm happy like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is for you. I'll start talking in just a couple seconds here, guys. This is one of the songs I listen to start my day off. Good morning, Leanne. Good to see you. I'll get started here in just a second, guys. Clap along if you feel. Do you feel happy? Okay, so hello everybody. I am Jessica Lightheart, aka the Earth Lady, and we are out for morning coffee today. Let me give you a quick view of all of the little guys out here. It's a beautiful day, by the way. Kind of bright. So let's see if I can figure out how to flip you around. All right, there's Miss Sylvia. And she's a very skittish kitty, so she's sitting in a cage. There's the other girls, and they're trying to kill themselves. Over there behind the stairs is little Angel, and Mr. Binks is probably under the stairs. Yeah, you can't really see him, but he's under the stairs. So, good morning, everyone. I hope you're all having a fantastic Friday. Today, I've been quite busy, so today we're going to go over a couple of the notes that I've taken in the last 2 days that I feel is important to get out there for everyone to hear and to update you on all of the awesome things we have going on today, because OMG, we're full of business. We got so many things going on that it's crazy. So let's get started, shall we, guys? If you're on here, say hi so I can see you're on here. And we're going to jump right into this because I got lots of things to do today. We're getting ready to repot all of our seedlings into bigger pots. So later on you'll see us prepping the dirt and getting all of that done. So watch for that too. Make sure that you got notifications on so you don't miss anything. So, there's the morning cigarette. We're cutting down on the smoking, so we'll see how that's working. I'm down to a little over a half a pack, which is a lot better than smoking 2 packs a day. Excuse me. Alright. Your thoughts create your reality. So everything that you're thinking creates your reality. So, lucky you, we got snow. You got snow up there? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that, John. I'll send some of my beautiful sunny weather back up that direction. We're supposed to get some kind of fuzzy weather here soon, but we don't claim it till it's actually here. Alright, so your thoughts create your reality. And I've been listening to a lot of Aaron and Victor. I just started watching the Abraham, I don't remember the woman's first name, but I posted on my regular feed, Abraham Hicks. So, but let's get on these notes because we do have lots of things to do. Okay, so your thoughts create your reality. So you want to start paying attention to all the things that you're thinking about. Are you thinking, oh my God, this sucks? Like John says that you guys got snow back home up there in Rockford. So, you know, are you thinking, oh my God, I can't believe that we have more snow? Oh my God, this is miserable? Because those are, you know, things of that similar case are what you can classify as a negative if you're looking at it negative. Now, if you're someone who likes snow and it's snowing, then you'd be like, oh my God, it's snowing, you know? And that changes the whole perspective of the thought, all right? So, and we're going to get deeper into this as we go. I've got so much going on and so much that I'm eager to share. It's just a matter of trying to squeeze everything and make it work. So your actions create progress, and learning is progress, and learning in lessons. So as you're thinking about things like the snow, you know, it's snowing there. All right, now how are we going to think of that? Are we going to think of that as perhaps this is the last snow, so then spring can finally come through? Or perhaps... and if that's the case, so this is going to be the last snow. And think of it in a positive way. That's why I said the last snow. Okay, and now spring's going to come through. What are you doing to prepare for spring? What actions are you taking to get through today to be able to have tomorrow be a better day? Okay, I got a lot of videos, a lot of live notes on here that says do live, do live. One of my things is I'm going to start doing videos of thank yous and meditating, which is something that I think everybody needs to start to gain control of their thoughts and their feelings, meditate and choose what kind of day are you going to have today. At the beginning of this video, I played the happy song. And I've had that playing for the last 3 or 4 days. One, because it energizes me. 2, because it's a feel-good song. It gets you up and going. Clap along if you're happy. If happiness is for you, you know. So it's an upbeat, happy thing. Girls? So up here, you can see it's a beautiful day. It's in the 50s right now, just started to be in the 50s, low 50s, where highs are, I think, like 70 or 72. So I'm very excited to see how the weather turns out today. And you guys are going to be able to see some of that with me as we go through today as Fantastic Faithful Friday. We are going to be doing your volume isn't too loud. Can you hear me better? It might just be because I'm outside, so you can hear a lot of the background and birds and stuff too. But today we're going to be repotting the sprouts, our sprucelings, and getting them into bigger pots so that they will have plenty of room to grow and expand and not be root bound. And it's a very important process in gardening is to make sure that your crops have plenty of room for their roots. And the way that I remember this is I was always taught as above, so below. So when you have a tree or something, however big your tree is or your crops are up above the ground is how big they are below. That's their root system. So, you know, with a tree, and you can see there's plenty of them out here. Maybe if we can... Okay, there's that big one way back there behind my head. See that one that looks almost dead? You see how high that is? It goes down to the ground. So for as tall as that sucker is, it also has the same amount of length and height of roots below. There you go. And the ground is way back there. So you can see that it's quite a big tree, and when you decide you're going to chop it down, you're going to have one heck of a job because it's got a lot of roots. That's a lot of digging, a lot of yanking, a lot of cutting and pulling, you know. And I wouldn't advise that you go cutting down trees. I mean, pruning them is one thing. Yes, they all need to be pruned to look nice, keep the bugs off of the houses, stuff like that. But as far as just cutting down trees, when you go to cut down a tree or you go to start doing yard work and stuff, take 2 seconds and remember that all of the plants, all of the grass, all of the trees, all of the crops that we grow, they all provide us with oxygen, breathable air. And I'm sure that if you've been following me, you heard one of my other videos that says, really be cautious, be thankful that we have these plants. Because without these plants that create the oxygen for us to breathe, we would not exist. Now, it is April, so I'll tell you my little joke. I'm not good at jokes, but this one everybody seems to get a kick out. You know those little fuzzy marshmallow peeps that you get for Easter, and they're usually a yellow or a pink or a purple or a blue, and you know why they're colors. The joke is, do you understand why the peeps are colored purple and blue? The answer to the joke is because they're suffocating in the cellophane. Think about that one. Okay, with that being said, like I said, I'm not good at doing jokes, so with that being said, I'm also going to be doing a couple of more lives. One of them is going to be on realizing that you already have luxury. That's going to come with the gratitude and the thank yous video that should be coming out very soon. Okay? You already have luxury, and the way that I realized this just the other day was Granny Bev. They were good. I had cotton candy. Oh, okay. All right, Bev. So anyways, one of the things that I realized that I live in more luxury than I actually thought I did was Granny Bev was making the potato salad for dinner a couple days ago. And I was watching her and we were talking. And she's cutting her boiled eggs with a knife in her hand. And I thought, oh my gosh, you're cutting this by hand? And she says, yes. And I said, well, would you like to use my egg slicer? And she looked at me and she said, well, if I used a slicer, then the salad wouldn't be made with as much love. Which was a valid point, and it was very interesting that she had said that. Hi, Debbie. Thank you for jumping on. And so, yeah, you really, it's about the realization of how much luxury we already live in. All right? I mean, I have an egg slicer because I think it's easier. I have issues with circulation, and my hands don't always like to hold things properly. So I have an egg slicer, and I'll peel the egg, and I put it in this little thing, and I pull the little stringy metal thing down, and it slices it up really nicely. It's less work I have to do on trying to hold the fork and mash it up for egg salad or whatever we're doing. So, you know, while you're doing all of the things that you're doing throughout your day, make sure that you're analyzing your thoughts. You're paying attention to your surroundings. Looking at all of the things that you have. I mean, it was simply an egg slicer, and I've had it for many years. I'm pretty sure you can probably get them at the Dollar Tree. And so it was just something that I got because it was convenient, and I've carried it along with me for many, many years. And then when she was cutting it by her hand, I was like, wow, I live in more luxury than I realized. And I bet you do too. I mean, if you start to think about all the things that we have that others didn't. And if you've been watching, it's not on my notes, but we're going to actually start having a story time with Granny Bev. And she's going to tell us some of her experiences and her stories of her life. I mean, it's quite fascinating to have not only a neighbor that's a blessed soul. I mean, she's just such a joy to be around. But to also have her be an excellent cook, fantastic partner in everything we do, and just a remarkable woman. I mean, you gotta get to know her, and you're gonna fall in love with her because she's just amazing. So, you really have to think about all the things that we already have. I did an analogy a couple months ago on a video about the pen and how it was my favorite pen. And I have an abundance of pens. Some people don't even have one pen, When you think about you're sending your children to school, you have to get school supplies. You gotta get the pens and the pencils and the markers and the crayons and the specific paper, and depending on what grade you're in. And now these days they have the community sharing thing, which I'm not so sure I'm keen on that one, but hey, it is what it is. They're trying to make everything work for the best of all the children, and I understand that. So, just pay attention when you look around. Look at all the things that you have. I mean, for a great example is I'm sitting under this amazing umbrella that provides great shade for me so that I'm not directly in the sun. It shades the tablet that I'm doing my live video on, so it's not destroying the surface by having direct sun on it. If you know anything about electronics, I've been told not to put your electronics directly in the sun because it will damage them and weaken the surface. So these are all just things that I've started to learn. And as I go down my list of notes, then you'll hear more and more. Another thing is to make sure that you're relaxing, enjoying what you have, enjoying your now, the moment that you're in. And you will get to where you want to be by being in the now. So, the whole gratitude, there goes my notes. Oh, this is going to be lovely. So, the whole gratitude thing is about, enjoy where you're at. Enjoy where you're at in life. So, it's snowing there. Okay. So, enjoy it. You have one day inside if you choose to be inside. Or you can choose to go outside and play in the snow. Depending on how much snow. Hey, that's enough now. Depending on how much snow you're getting. Yes, we're doing these outside. Ben's sleeping. He has goofy shifts. And two, it's a beautiful day. Why not, right? So, you usually see me in pajamas or with messy hair. And now you hear in the background our animals ruckus and playing in their cage, but that's part of life. This is not a censored video. I do not censor my videos. I do not modify them or do any tweaking to them. This is me, straightforward. I am the Earth Lady, aka Jessica Lightheart, if that's who you want to call me. We here in my groups are Relentless Growth. We shoot to grow and make improvements on ourselves and our lives on a daily basis to the best of our ability. Today, I'm the best me I can be. Yesterday, I was the best me I could be then. And tomorrow is yet to come. But we're shooting to be a better me tomorrow than we are today. So, you keep going. Growth is consistent. Life is all about growth. Experiences, lessons. Things that you can, you got to make sure that you're being appreciative in order to enjoy the things you have. Now, I have this silly pen here, and this pen no longer has ink in it. So, knock it off or I'm going to get the rope. So, with this ink pen, it no longer writes. But it does have this convenient stylus that's still in quite good, healthy condition, if you can see that. Really nice little stylus. Practically brand new. And so I use this on my tablet so I don't have to put all kinds of smudge marks on with my fingers. So, why throw the pen away if there's still a usable portion of it? So I use it. Use, recycle, or recycle, reuse, repurpose. One of those 3 R's always works. If it's completely destroyed and there's no way that you can put a new cartridge in here, or you can't use the little thingy anymore, then of course throw it away. Don't keep around things that are junk and broken. But if there is a possibility of it getting fixed, perhaps you don't know how to fix it, then you look around and you ask around. Hey, by the way, I have an ink pen here. Do you know how to fix it? And the ink pen is just an analogy. I mean, this goes for everything, whether it be your belt or maybe your car or a chair. You know, it could be multiple different things. My notes are going to fly away, so I'm going to have to walk away from the camera, which is quite rude. I'm trying not to be rude here, guys. You'll notice that I'm working on my manners and trying to be as respectful and positive and treat others the way I want to be treated. So a lot of times when I'm watching videos, here, we'll take you with and hopefully you won't get seasick. Okay. A lot of times when I'm watching videos or learning things on the YouTube, I will stop watching them if someone walks away from the camera. Because I feel like if you're trying to teach me something, you should not be walking away from the camera. So, my motto is to try my best not to walk away from the camera and be rude to people and continue to ramble on, because sometimes when you walk away, people can't hear you anyway. So, then they're just looking at whatever surface that you've provided them with. Alright. So, that's that paper. Okay, and then let's go on to this. Is a continuance of the same day. Okay, another good tip that I want you guys to understand and start to apply is to ask questions. Any kind of questions. If you have a question about something, if you don't know something, ask about it. Ask questions about it. Ask anybody and everybody. Not just look it up on the Google or the YouTube or, what is there? There's a Siri and something else. I don't even know all the different search engines anymore. But, you know, ask people about it. You know, there is no wrong question. There is no dumb question. There is no stupid question. A question is just that. It's a question. It's someone, perhaps me, wondering about something. And so I'm vocalizing, hey, by the way, do you know how to do this? Do you have a better way of doing this so it's easier and more convenient that others can do as well? You know, there is no stupid question. So ask questions. Asking questions is a sign of growth. It's a sign of learning and knowledge. Life is all about learning, gaining knowledge, sharing your wisdom with others, helping others be the best them they can be as well. One of the things that I don't have on here right now is, you know, every person, it's on another page, but it says don't place judge, and I know because I wrote it last night. Don't place judge. Hey! That's enough. Angel, come. Right here. But, you know, don't place judgment. I know that you see a lot of videos on Facebook about Walmart. Or you see, there's even videos on the YouTube on, you know, oh my gosh, there's people at Walmart that look like clowns. Oh my gosh, I'd never look like that. I'd never go out in public like that. Okay, that's judgment. And with who we are, we're relentless growth. We're learning to grow, to be bigger, better, positive people. So placing judgment has no room in your aura. That's a dimmer color, a dimmer vibe. And you don't want those dim negative vibes, because that negative vibe is going to reflect back to you. Someone perhaps could say, oh my gosh, look at that person. They look like a complete wreck. And if you hear it, it's going to hurt your feelings. you know. So you want to make sure that you're not placing judgment. If you see somebody is not looking what you think would be nice, perhaps they don't have clothes. If they're your size, hey, by the way, I got some extra clothes. Would you be interested? Is an extremely awesome way to approach it. Instead of, well, I can see that you really don't match today, and I got a couple of extra pairs of clothes. Would you like to go through them and see if we can get something that matches? I mean, you want to approach things with a positive purpose to make people feel better, not to say, hey, you don't match. Because in all due reality, matching has nothing to do with this world. And yes, Michelle, that you're correct. It's law of attraction. You want to be able to put out positive in order for positive to come back. And like I said, I'm getting to the notes, but I get distracted too. You also have to remember that everyone that comes into your life, every person that is a part of your life in one way, shape, or form, even just the person at the grocery store ringing up your groceries, is a reflection of you. And as you start to notice that who you're hanging out with, the people you're hanging out with, in one way, shape, or form, you'll realize that you either are that way now or you were that way. Now, we do have some positive vibes, and there are some people that you hang out with or surround yourself with that are advanced, that are the future you. And that's what you're shooting for. You're shooting to surround yourself with people who are how you want to be. You want to surround yourself with people that you can learn from. People that will help you grow, that will support you, inspire you, to pick you up when you fall. It's okay, so you're having a bad day. Come on, girl, let's go listen to some music and just relax. Let's go plant in the garden, or let's go for a walk and see all the beautiful flowers in the park. Now, right now, I don't know where you're at, so I couldn't tell you for sure, but most of the parks here are closed. Now, we do have a couple here in the local area that we can go to, and they have walk paths. So there are some that you can go to and some you can't. But I mean, just be wise. When you get ready to set out on a venture or a journey, make sure that you do your education. You're doing research. Okay, this is where we want to go. This is how long we're going to be there. What's the weather like? Oh, we better bring some water, because gosh, it's going to be quite warm by the time we get to the end of the walking path. So we're going to need that extra hydration. You know, you just got to kind of think ahead and be prepared. The same way with what's going on with the world, guys. The whole thing with the Relentless Growth and the Earth Lady is, I'm teaching you what I'm learning. I'm teaching you what I've already learned as far as the growing of the crops and how to stay positive. Okay? Because that's all. Stop it. Angel, I'm telling you, you're going in if you don't knock it off. Get over here where you belong. You're being extremely rude. Come on now. Right here. Thank you. So, you know, you want to be prepared. We have been in this go-go world for so long, and we're all go, 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 go. Hurry, 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 hurry. That we weren't prepared for this. A lot of people were not prepared for this. We just went about our daily lives. Now that we're slowing down, we're able to get things done that are on our to-do list. The honey-do list or the to-do list, or things that need to be fixed when we can make time. Now we've got extra time to do those things, which is fantastic, because when you accomplish something, you feel good about yourself. You feel successful, accomplished. You're proud of, look what I did. I finally got around to putting that hinge back on that door. And now it doesn't squeak, and it closes so nicely. You know, it's all in. You gotta The message is hope for the best, expect the worst, and be prepared for the unexpected. And this goes for everything. Your daily lives, your different events that you plan, or even going to the grocery store. You hope for the best, expect the worst, be prepared for the unexpected. Perhaps on your grocery list it says you need 2 gallons of milk. And you get to the grocery store and they got an abundance of milk and it's on sale. Well, of course I'm going to get the 2 jugs that I need. And if it's on sale and I know my neighbor needs some, well, hell, then I'm going to get 2 more because I'm going to share with my neighbor. It's on sale. It's not digging into my pocket. And besides, everything that I give comes back to me in abundance. You pay it forward. That is on my notes, and that was the message that Bev and I were speaking about last night. It's all about living your life in the pay it forward. Give freely. Don't expect anything back. Just know that with karma and the pay it forward method, when you give freely and you help others, you're hoping for the best. You don't expect the worst, but you're always prepared for the unexpected. Because there may be a time, unexpected, where you're going to need that help. And so it's important that you pay it forward now. Don't wait until circumstances say you can. One of the analogies on one of my inspirational motivations that I listen to is, don't sit in front of the fireplace until it give me heat and then I'll give you wood. Because if you're expecting something to turn out but you're not willing to do the work, then you're never going to get anywhere. You're going to be stagnant. And how many of you have ever seen a cup of water after it sits for a week? Starts turning colors, starts smelling, especially if it's city water. Let's not go there, okay? And the longer it sits, the nastier it looks, the nastier it smells, and you're not going to drink that. Now, if you really want to see some stagnant water, you stay tuned, because when we go and do the greenhouse this afternoon, you'll see exactly how disgusting stagnant water can be after 2 to 3 weeks. There's this nasty algae film on it. There's a disgusting green smell and bubbly film on the top because it's been sitting there for so long with no motion, no movement, no nothing. You know, we don't have a pump in there right now because I don't see why there's no reason to run a pump and use electricity that's not necessary. The water in that bucket is simply to keep the moisture in the greenhouse. Now, as we start using those waters for different purposes, then of course we'll start cleaning them up. We'll start utilizing them and probably put a pump in there so it keeps the water aerated. Needs some volume. Yeah, I was told that earlier, and I'm not exactly sure why my volume is up so low or down so low. And I don't see a volume button on here. So, since we're having difficulties with the volume, I will go ahead and end this video, and we'll come back and continue with more of my notes and future plans. We'll see if I can't maybe reboot my gizmo here, and maybe that will help with the sound, all right? All right, guys, with that being said, I thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Please make sure that you like and share my videos. If you think or feel that any of my information is helpful to you, feel free to go check out the Relentless Growth YouTube page or YouTube channel, where I have all kinds of different videos, and we will be doing more videos on how to inspire and encourage others to grow. Alrighty? Thank you, everyone. I hope that if you do not see me on my next video, you have a fantastic, fabulous Friday. And hopefully, I'll see you on the next video. So keep your eyes open, because I'll be going live here real soon. Hi, Bev. We'll see you soon, guys. Thanks. Ciao now.